Hey guys, Rebecca here, your Vibe Mentor, helping you raise your vibration so that you can live your best life. Today's topic is how to raise your vibration when you are in a more challenging environment or experiencing difficult energies. We might need a little bit extra focus to keep our vibration high. So today is a perfect example of challenging energies that might require extra focus on keeping the vibration high. We are currently 5 days post a full moon and coming up to the Lion's Gate portal on 8/8. Typically after 5 days of a full moon, you would have some release of energies and it would be a little bit easier. But because we're approaching a very important date on 8/8, things tend to ramp up. But then you add to that, we're also experiencing Jupiter in hard aspect to Mars and Venus. And that coincidentally is happening at the same degree that we are having the new moon on 8/8. So it's challenging. Jupiter expands everything. Mars can be aggression and frustration and aggravation, and so Jupiter can expand that. Mars can also be action oriented and it can take charge, and so it can be positive, but you add to that the placement of where it's happening, and it's tending to be a little bit more challenging for a lot of people, including me. So I am not exempt from this environment. So I highly recommend listening to some astrology to understand more about what's going on, especially if you're feeling intense energies. I personally find some comfort in knowing that there's aspects that can be causing some of this and that those things will pass. And so knowing when they will pass can offer some relief. Of course, sitting with the feelings and allowing them to process and move through is very, very important, but also raising your vibration and doing things to take care of yourself and to maintain those higher states is also part of our responsibility in transmuting this energy. So I will post a little image here for you, but some of the highest vibrations are joy, freedom, love, empowerment, passion, eagerness, enthusiasm, happiness, optimism, belief, and even commitment. So those are the places we want to be. And if you're not feeling any of those, especially if you're feeling frustration, lack, sadness, depression, anxiety, those are on the lower end of the spectrum. And it's important to keep in mind that they tend to spiral up if you're in a higher vibration, but they also tend to spiral down if you're in a lower vibration. So you're going to continue to move. You just want to make sure you're moving in the right direction. So I have a few tips for you, just adjusting my notes here. So first one, of course, and I would say definitely the most important or highest priority should be gratitude. I find that this one shifts things the fastest for me. A gratitude journal, or focusing on the things that, not just that you're grateful for, but create awe in your life. If you can sit in gratitude and awe and appreciation for at least a minute, if not 5 or 10, you're definitely going to feel a shift. I would say almost immediately, the focus on gratitude is going to be your number one shifter in the energy and the vibration. So again, if joy is the highest vibration, having gratitude or awe for those things that bring you joy is going to be your number one go-to tactic. I tend to like to start big at the things that are great in my life and very impactful, and I have a lot of gratitude for naturally, but then work my way down to even the little things. The fact that I'm alive today, the fact that I'm breathing, wiggling my toes, the fact that I can walk, that I can ground and feel my feet on the ground, things of that nature. Second most important, and it's hard to prioritize these, but I will say these are my top 2, and depending on the day I might put one over the other, and you might prioritize them differently as well, but I would say very, very important is food. If you are eating processed foods or dead foods, you're going to feel a density or a lowering of your vibration from them. Highest vibration personally, and many people that I know, many people in our community would agree, obviously plant-based foods. Plants contain light. Through photosynthesis, they are converting light into life, and therefore we are consuming the life when we consume them. Certainly plant-based in general is good, but I would say fruit is best. especially oranges. I love juicing orange juices. They feel like liquid sunshine to me. Watermelon's another good one where the nourishment is so dense in a good way and quick, and it's just as soon as you consume those fruits or those juices, you can just feel your cells light up with life. Fruits also digest very easily. There is a common concern around sugar, which I will address briefly. This is not the video for that, but fruit sugar is positive. It's healthy. It's good for you. You cannot have too much. Even if you go to the FDA website, you will see that the body thrives on glucose. We need glucose. The right kind of sugar is good. Processed sugar is not good. Fruit sugar is excellent. So please do not worry about that. Eat as much fruit as you need, and maybe place vegetables second if possible. Alkalinity is the goal. If you are acidic, you are going to feel a lower vibration. Your body is put into flight or fight when your body is in an acidic state. By eating fruits and vegetables, you are creating alkalinity. Alkalinity is life. Life is a higher vibration, therefore you will feel better. Kind of in the same vein, eliminating toxins, alcohol, coffee, processed foods, even environmental toxins like the natural gas from your stove, the gas at the gas station, lotions, hairsprays, soaps, chemicals, cleaners. I don't want to overwhelm you with that, but there's even more that you can do after that. Maybe I'll make another video on all of the things to eliminate in your house, but keeping in mind bleach on your clothes, or new clothes that you can have that smell where they've obviously been treated. All of those things seep into your skin and therefore into your body, and it creates a acidic environment, and your body has to struggle to get rid of them. So the more energy that you are diverting to eliminating toxins, the less positive or high vibrational you're going to feel. And then exercise. Exercise is huge. It's also part of the detoxing process. It helps move the energy through, but it also helps move the toxins through. My highest recommendation would be yoga. I am a certified yoga teacher. I do offer one-on-one, so if you're interested in that, reach out. But I will be posting some free yoga videos for various things, and detoxing will be one of them. So stay tuned for that in the near future. Yoga works because it's a unification of mind, body, and soul. So you're bringing together the soul and what it needs and helping to calm the mind. Thoughts are also acidic. I think I have that on the list, so I might be jumping ahead, but we'll touch on it now. So when you can unify the mind, body, and soul, you remove all resistance against life. So when you're moving everything in one direction, you're not wasting energy on this tug of war of do I go this way or do I go that way? And acidic thoughts, negative thoughts, will create an acidic environment in the body. So the brain is the chemical scientist of your body. So if you have a negative thought, if you have a stressful thought, your body is going to release negative and stress hormones. If you have a positive thought, your body is going to release positive hormones. So your thoughts are just as important to creating an alkaline environment as the food is. So keep that in mind. Yoga will help calm the mind and help balance everything, bringing everything to homeostasis. If you don't like yoga, great. Do something else. Walk, run, do whatever feels good, but get your body moving in a healthy way. Try not to beat on yourself. If you're going out with the intention of I'm going to run 5 miles because I want to lose weight and I'm so fat and I don't like myself, and 1, acidic thoughts, and 2, a negative response sustained over a long period of time is only going to have a negative effect on your vibration. So really focus on gentle yet somewhat strenuous exercise that will get you sweating, get your body moving, move the energy, move the chi, and move the toxins. Sweating is good, so that's something we want. Along with that comes deep breathing. Certainly with yoga, you need to focus on the breath work as well, but you can do breath work separate from the exercise to, again, increase the vibration, increase the oxygen levels, and get the chi flowing throughout your body. Meditation is another one. It's going to be pervasive throughout all of my videos. You can't escape it. It's amazing. It works. So just to share some of my favorite meditation techniques, I very much like to call in the assistant before I really settle into silence. So I will sit, call in your higher guidance, call in your higher self, call in the angels, whether it's your guardian angels or any spirit guides that are there to assist you. But then I also like to call in the angels that are specific to the intention of the meditation. So I often will call on Gabriel, Raphael, Michael, Uriel, Metatron, Sandalphon, and the Christ energy. I really like a guy I will link in the description below by the name of Steve Nobel. He makes amazing meditations that are very intense. I feel the energy just pulsating my whole body will vibrate sometimes. And certainly there's a lot of guidance that comes through. So if you're more of a guided meditation person, that might be for you. If you do prefer guided meditations, I would suggest some silent meditations here and there. If you can do the longer guided meditation and then still take 5 minutes or 10 minutes afterwards in silence. The silence is really, really critical because that's when your inner guidance is going to come through, when you're going to actually hear God speak or the divine come through you. And so it's important to sit in that silence. Another technique that I will use when meditating, especially to raise my vibration, is to call in the lights. White light, pink light can be especially healing. White light to cleanse. I like to imagine a waterfall, and I'm just sitting in the waterfall of white light that's just washing over and pushing through and moving the energy to help me release any negativity or to transmute the energy and to bring it up to a higher vibration. Pink energy can be very healing. I love to focus on the heart. That's a very critical component to raising your vibration, is focusing on the heart, creating that heart coherence so that you're creating a more rhythmic heart rate, therefore a more rhythmic vibration throughout your body. And that pink light can help to heal and cleanse as well while you're focusing on the heart. Talk to God like He's your friend while you're in meditation. If you need something, call it in. I would say ask for it, but asking can have a sense of lack, and we're not trying to feed that vibration. What we're calling in is what has already been gifted and promised to us. So, talk to the divine, talk to your Father as if He were your friend and say, I call this in. Thank you for the promise of healing. Thank you for the promise of prosperity. Thank you for the promise of abundance. Thank you for the promise of love. Thank you for the promise of peace. I call it in here and now. And ask in a way that is knowing of what you deserve and that it's all available to you. It's always all around you. It's just a matter of cultivating it. And so by asking, you're calling it in. Focus on love, focus on the heart vibration, focus on that pink light, and then sit in silence with it and ask, is there anything I need to know? Sometimes having a lower vibration can be a nagging that's asking for attention. So it could be, if you're feeling sluggish today, it may be that you need to get out and get exercise. It may be that there is something in you that's asking for what's missing, that there's a need that's not currently being met. So that silence, again, is really critical to hearing what guidance you need in that moment and understanding what the next steps are, what you're being guided to. Journaling can be another great way to get in touch with anything that's asking for your attention. So I like to meditate and then journal. Sometimes journaling and then meditating can serve. If I'm having a lot of chatter, if the monkey mind is going, I will stop the meditation and journal and get whatever that is out so that I can understand what's asking for my attention and then go into the meditation so that silence is a bit easier. Grounding is absolutely huge, very, very critical to keeping the vibration high. So there is science behind grounding. Sometimes it's called earthing, depends on which term you search. The information will be very similar, but essentially we are electromagnetic beings and we can become oversaturated and need to release some of the frequency. just like a television needs to be grounded. If it's not grounded, you're going to have a fuzzy frequency. Same with our bodies. If we're not grounding and releasing, we're going to have a fuzzy frequency or a negative frequency. Essentially, Mother Earth is the most healing source that we can go to. I heard a fun story where an American Indian tribe would dig a hole and partially bury whoever was sick in their tribe, and they would lay in this surface level hole covered in dirt for a few days, and that would heal their bodies. I believe it was used for scarlet fever in the instance that I was told, and the fever was completely subsided through this grounding and earthing. So essentially we have positive ions and electrons that need to be released. We can become oversaturated, and by grounding, Mother Earth is pulling those from us and replacing them with negative ions, which helps us heal. So grounding is absolutely critical. It should be considered as important as food and water. You absolutely must do this every day. Speaking of water, I should have mentioned in the nutrition section, water can also be a factor. If you're dehydrated, you can feel grumpy or crabby. Hydration is super critical to keeping a vibration high. It's critical to our cells for passing through the electromagnetic frequencies. It's critical to helping us in our grounding process. Water is life, so absolutely make sure you're drinking as much water as possible. Moving should go along with exercise in the sense that you've got to move the energy through, but in a different way. Moving through dance and music can help raise the vibration. I find that it kind of shakes things loose. It not only gets things moving, but it makes you smile if you have a little dance party to your favorite song for 3 minutes even, or as long as you like. There's no way you can dance for 3 minutes to your favorite upbeat song and come away still in a frown. There's no way. So that's the best way to get smiling quickly. Not the best, but one of fantastic ways. I thought it was super interesting to discover that music and light can be considered very similar because they are both vibrations. So light is life, and music for me has always really turned me on and raised my vibration and helped me smile. And if you're feeling the need to find some motivation to do a difficult task, put on a really upbeat song and you find that motivation. That's why people work out to music. So remembering to bring in your favorite music and move to it and dance to it and be aware consciously that music is light and light is life. So as you bring that into your being, you are raising your vibration and increasing your light quotient or quota. 528 hertz is been called the God frequency. I very much love that vibration of music. You can find tons of different free YouTube videos at the different frequencies. I would recommend checking out each of them for your own personal needs to see what helps you in the moment. But personally for me, 528 really makes me feel loved and cared for and nurtured. So that's what works for me right now. Drums are another really good one. If you've ever heard, the marching band in the parade, it excites me. I don't know about you, but I love drums. There certainly can be some more upbeat drum solos on YouTube, as well as some softer drums, or even the singing bowls can also be very healing and comforting. As well, depending on what you're looking for in the moment, whether it's more upbeat or more calm and soothing. Another tip would be to create, whether it's painting or writing or drawing or pottery or gardening or creating YouTube videos. Whatever you want to create, creation can definitely get the juices flowing and shift things back up into that upward spiral of positive vibration. Even cleaning out a closet or organizing your space to make it more beautiful. All of those things are an act of creation. So that's what we are here to do, is to create. We are creative beings, and if we are not spending a portion of our time creating, we are going to feel stifled and a lower vibration. And then finally, contribution. Contribute to others. Don't think about yourself. If you can find a way to volunteer or, pardon my phone, go out and help someone, help your neighbor, mow their lawn, sweep their sidewalk, rake their leaves, whatever season it is for you, get out and help somebody. Get your mind off of yourself and your problems and do something of service for others. Again, in addition to being creative beings, we were built to serve. So even better if you can use your creation to serve someone else. So that is what I have for you today. I'm always here to support you in any of your challenges or goals in life. Let me know if I can help. You can reach out at Rebecca@vibementor.com. That's Rebecca@vibementor.com. Otherwise, like, subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next video. Much love. Namaste.